My name's Barbara Yarde and I am a fine jeweller. I've been making jewellery now for about 15 years. I work a lot in sterling silver, 9 carat and 18 carat gold, and I use a lot of precious and semi-precious gemstones.
What's your favourite gemstone?
My favourite gemstone is a ruby because it's red and my favourite colour is red as well.
Oh, that's cool. What was your training? Where was your background?
Well, I started off, I've always been interested in making things and I just thought I just want to make. So I did a foundation course at Sir John Cass University, which isn't there anymore. And I met the head of jewellery, Kate. And she said, oh, come along for an interview. And we had a little chat. And she said to me, oh, you're going to like jewellery, just do jewellery. And I was like, oh, okay then. And it was. I really liked it. There was no moment where I thought, this is what I want to do. I really did just stumble into making jewellery. And I just love it so much.
Oh, so how have things in your making, how have they changed over time? How did you start out?
I think I was a bit tentative at the beginning. I wasn't sure if I could do this, if I was any good. I wasn't sure about my designs, but now I'm more organic in the work I do. I'm more free. If something doesn't work, I'll just go, oh, okay, and try again. I really do love using the gemstones because I just think they enhance a piece. And I love it when people say, make me that in gold. That's just my dream.
And what's that other technique the Kimbu?
So Kimbu is something that I got taught at university, and it's just something that I've always incorporated, whether I'm incorporating it underneath a bezel to highlight a gemstone, or if it's going to be part of a ring or an earring where you really see it. I try and use it in all my work. It might not be a huge amount, but I do try and incorporate it somewhere. And it's just such a lovely technique, and it's a satisfying technique.
And what's your favourite material to work with?
My favourite material to work with is 18 karat gold. It's as soft as butter, and it just has such a beautiful sheen to it.
Where do you find your design inspiration?
I must admit, I'm not one of those people that sits and does lots of drawings and ideas. Sometimes I'll just be walking along and something will pop in my head and I think, oh, let me give that a go. Or I'll just be literally in the studio and something may not work that I initially thought, but it'll work in another way, and I'll take it in a different way. Or when I'm carving wax, the same thing. I might have taken too much off, but then I might look and think, oh, actually, it actually works like that. Let me keep going. So it's a very organic and abstract way. It's no hard and fast way that I work, unless I'm working to a commission where someone is very specific on what they want. Then I do try and really focus.
What's the best thing about your job?
The best thing about my job is I get to come to a studio like this every day and make, and people buy my work, wear it and say things like, I'm going to wear this forever, it's going to go to my daughter. And sometimes I just want to keep grinning the whole time because I just think, they've got my work.
What's your favourite technique?
My favourite technique, I think, is stone setting, because you can set the stones in such different ways. You might flip them over if you don't like the base of it. You can have them all hugged together. You can just have one really large stone and that will just really emphasize the piece.
What tool couldn't you do without?
I think the tool I couldn't do without is my engineer's square. It's a really, really kind of dull tool, but it just makes everything square and it makes everything line up, and that's really satisfying when you know that you've got a 90-degree angle that's just like spot on.
Then, did we do how would you describe your collections? No.
My collections are very organic, and they start off with a little kernel of an idea, and I'll usually work it in silver first, and then I'll go from there. Sometimes I do pieces in wax, but I've realised now a lot of my work I start off working in silver, just to see if I like the technique that I'm going to be working on, and I'll normally go from there and make each piece individually, and I'll add and take away elements as I go.
Do you work to a theme?
I don't work to a theme, actually. Things just sort of happen, and they just seem, I've been lucky enough that they've just seemed to flow. So I'll have a kind of idea, but it's nothing hard and fast. So and I'm quite flexible in the way that I look at things. If it's not working one way, I'll try it another way.
Professionally, what is your goal?
My goal professionally is to be doing this forever. When people are pensioners, or when I'm a pensioner, this is what I say that I'll be doing forever and ever and ever, because I'll never retire.
I think that's all.
Hi. Technique I'm going to be showing you today is called Kembu. It's invented by the Koreans, and it's layering 24 karat gold onto sterling silver. It was normally used to inlay spoons and bowls because the Koreans thought it imparted good luck and it was a very auspicious omen. First of all, I tear small sections of my gold leaf, which I have here. And this is 24 karat gold. I pull small sections off and I lay it onto my piece. Have to be careful because the hot plate is really, really hot. I'm now rubbing it down, just to make sure everything adheres to my silver. Going to lay a bit more. This is a green tourmaline pear-shaped pendant with a nice little tourmaline just tucked on the side there. Both tourmalines sit in an 18 karat gold bezel with a sterling silver back. All of my necklaces, which are the Dali collection, come on an oxidised sterling silver chain with a hand forged clasp. Now I'm going to go for the end one. This is a tourmaline necklace with a pink sapphire on the side. Sits in an 18 karat gold bezel with a sterling silver back. Again, the chain itself is sterling silver, and that's been oxidised just to give it the black look. The next necklace we have is a small grey sapphire, and then we have a pink sapphire, and we have our green tourmaline with a tourmaline on the side, and all of my Dali chains have a sterling silver back, and the settings are either 18 karat gold or 9 karat gold.
It's lost all its colour.
Now we have the Dali ring. This is a blue spinel, green tourmaline on a wide sterling silver textured band, and the setting is 18 karat gold. More from the Dali collection, tourmaline and spinel. Next we have sapphire and tourmaline. Then we have aquamarine. And lastly, tourmaline with a scattering of rubies on the side. All sat in either 18 karat gold or 9 karat gold bezels.